Once again, welcome everybody to New York's largest Hanukkah celebration. Woo! Give it up for Yehuda Green and these awesome musicians. Great job, guys. All the children, we have a treat for you. Mr. Kevin Cummings, standing right at the foot of the menorah, will be handing you all a special gift that you can use and take home and enjoy. So all the children can line up at the menorah to receive your gift. We want to take this opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors, the Brooklyn Nets, S&J Metal, Con Edison, Investors Bank, Berman Realty, American Tool Rental, Isaac Ehrlich, Charlie Piggott. All the photographs from today's menorah lighting and concert will be on our Facebook page, the largest menorah. So like it, share it, spread the light.
How's everybody? I was so nervous before I got here. So nervous, I said I'm gonna be freezing. I'm gonna be not prepared for you for such a beautiful crowd, you know? Look at you, if you come in, look at yourself, what's going on, it's so beautiful. Today is a symbol of unity. We see so much beautiful, everybody together. When I do this, I mean, let's go higher and higher, you know? Let me make a blessing with you. God is above everyone. He's the King of universe. Thank you, God, for everything. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'akol nהיה bדברו. L'chaim, everyone! To life! L'chaim, l'chaim, oivim u'leshalom, l'chaim, tovim u'leshalom. One more time, answer me! L'chaim, 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 tovim u'leshalom. ולחיים טובים ולשלום. לחיים ניו יורק, לחיים ברוקלין, לחיים קלרנייט. הנה מתוק ומעניים שבט אחים גם יחד. It's so beautiful to see you all together, celebrating the first night of Hanukkah. Let's thank you together, the one above, for having the pleasure to be together. We should always love one another. Let's be together in a much better place. Let's make the world a better place. Everybody go. Shake it. Move it around. Shake it. Move it around. Shake it. Move it around. Shake it. Oh, shake it. Move it around. Oh, shake it. Move it around. Let's be shake it, move it around. Oh, shake it, move it around. Oh, shake it and move it around. Let's make a kiddush Hashem. Oh, happy, happy, happy Hanukkah. Oh, happy, happy, happy celebration. Happy, happy, happy Hanukkah. Happy, happy celebration. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it and move it around. Shake it. Shake it, move it around. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim yachad. 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 La 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 la. Everyone! La 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 la. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim yachad. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim yachad. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim yachad. Thank you! Shevet achim yachad. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim yachad. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim yachad. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim yachad. Hine matov. Shevet achim yachad. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim yachad. Shevet achim yachad. Thank you. So beautiful. Shevet, brothers and sisters together. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manai. Shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad, everyone. Hine matov gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. so good. Thank you, God. With so much love to one another forever. Forever. Let's look up the sky. What a beautiful weather. Look at the sky. What's that? I see an eagle up there. Everyone together, let's look up the sky. Let's talk to the one above. La 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 la. Let me hear you. La 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 shake it, everyone, moving around. Yes, asking the one above, where will my help come? I look my eyes up to the mountains, asking for where will my help come? Are you ready? La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Hanukkah.
Thank you, homie. Thank you.
The Lubavitcher Rebbe introduced to the Jewish children 12 Torah passages that they should study and learn by heart. We will now ask a few children to come up and lead us with the first 6 psukim, and then following the menorah lighting, we will recite the final 6 psukim. If anyone in the crowd would like to say a pasuk after the menorah lighting, should come up now and we'll try to arrange that. For the first pasuk of Torah Tziva and the second pasuk of Shema Yisrael, we will call up Levi Kornblit and his sister Shai Kornblit from Chabad Windsor Terrace and Lamplighters Yeshiva to lead us with the first 2 psukim.
Yaakov Yehuda Hef from Chabad Prospect Heights.
Tuchal, Dar, Kadar, Chara, Adar, Lerai, Ash, Atman, Kihili, Bill, Yata, Mitzray.
We have Mayor Heber from Tacoma, Washington for the pasuk of Kol Yisrael.
Israel! Yay! Lahem! Chelek! Le'olam! Haba! Shenemar! B'yomim! Kulam! Tzadikim! Le'olam! Yirshu! Arek! Netzer! Matai! Masei! Yodai! Lispire!
We have Ephraim Wolf from the United Lubavitch Yeshiva with the pasuk of Kikoro. So we have Chana Ech from the base Rivka and Crown Heights with the pasuk of Ehine.
Hashem! Mitza! Allah! Malai! Chal! Haaret! Kevoider! Amabed! Allah! Kawechet! Kalayes! Im! Avdai!
All right. If you like to say the next of the 12 pasuk in the last 6, please come to the staircase and we will tell you which pasuk is yours.
Thank you very much, children. You did a beautiful job. It gives me great honor to introduce to you now the CEO of Investors Bank, Mr. Kevin Cumming, to share with us a few words. I want to thank Investors Bank for being one of our corporate sponsors, our main sponsor for this this evening's concert.
Good evening. Hey, how are we doing today?
I'm good.
First of all, happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Investors Bank is proud to sponsor this event tonight, but it's a special time for family and community. And community is one of our core values. So we want to, wish everyone, all the kids here tonight, the young children, to have the best Hanukkah ever. And let's make 2020 the best year ever. God bless. Have a great holy season. Be well.
Thank you.
Hold this, please.
I'd like to call upon a very proud Zadie. You know what a Zadie is? Everyone know what a Zadie is? We have a very proud Zadie over here who goes back with us many, many years. Over 30 years, our dear friend and Park Slope resident, before he even became a congressman, lit the big menorah. And we raised him up to the greatest heights, and he's still going to go higher. So it gives me great pleasure to give over the microphone to our dear friend, one who fights on behalf of the Jewish people in Washington and throughout the world, none other than Zadie Chuck Schumer.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be here. This is the first time I am here with my grandson, Noah Melvin Schumer Shapiro. And this is his second Hanukkah, but the first one that he's sort of aware of it all. And we wish many, many more. And let me just first thank Rabbi Hecht. He's been doing this for many, many years, and it's a beautiful, beautiful moment. My wife, we live right down the street. My wife made latkes, and we're going to compare the latkes of Rabbi Hecht to the latkes of my wife. We know who'll win, right? But in any case, I'd like one little serious moment. So this is a celebration of freedom. When the Jewish people were enslaved by the Syrians, and through the Maccabees, they became free, and then the miracle of Hanukkah. And it's very relevant today. Syria has a brutal dictatorship that poses a great threat to Israel and many others, including the Kurds. There are many dictatorships around the world, and so we pray to Hashem that on this Hanukkah may freedom and peace spread, so that the next year there is more freedom and peace in the world when we celebrate Hanukkah next year. Chag Sameach, a wonderful holiday to you and your families. And for those of you here who are not Jewish, Merry Christmas.
I'm afraid that the Zaidi maybe forgot to buy his grandchild a gift, so here's a Hanukkah gift for your grandson. Noah, make the world light. Brighten the world. Okay.
Our borough president.
Thank you so much, and happy Hanukkah to you all, and let's continue. One of the largest Jewish population in Brooklyn is in the Crown Heights area, and the largest Jewish population on the globe outside of Israel is right here in the borough of Brooklyn. This is the Tel Aviv of America, and we like to remind people of that all the time. And Hanukkah is about miracles. Hanukkah is about taking our resources and continuing to allow our light to shine even in a period of darkness. We all are aware of the large increases in anti-Semitism that appear to have become rampant in the city. But let's continue to light the light inside all of us to say we would never surrender to hate. We would never give in to hate. Our borough is a place where hate could never thrive and never live. And so I say to you, let's continue to make this a great place and a great city and a great borough. Happy Hanukkah to you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. Happy Hanukkah. I'm Councilmember Brad Lander. First, I want to say especially to our visibly Jewish, our Haredi and our Hasidic cousins, at this moment we're thinking after the tragedy in Jersey City, just how much those people who walk around wearing our faith, the Jewish faith, visibly on your sleeves, are at risk in harm's way. And when we light the menorah tonight, we are saying we stand with you, we brighten that Hanukkah up, and we shine light in the darkness. May the Hanukkah lights we kindle tonight remind us of the courage of our ancestors, of those who came before, of the battles that they fought, of the miracle of the oil and the miracles that God brings. May they light up these dark times and make sure we have a bright holiday where all of us can live our faiths proudly, can worship as we will, can be who we are. Happy Hanukkah to everyone who's out here. Let's celebrate it tonight and all throughout this holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A reminder to everybody participating now, in a few moments we're going to light this giant menorah, but you do not fulfill your obligation to light your own Hanukkah menorah. In the blue tent, There are menorahs. Rabbi Menashe Wolf is there. If you don't have a menorah or candles, he will be happy to share with you to take home and light your own menorah. It gives me great pleasure at this moment to introduce to you the CEO of Gift of Life, Mr. Jay Feinberg, who is going to be making a very special presentation. Hanukkah is the holiday of miracles, and we have with us today two people that are celebrating a miracle. So without further ado, Mr. Jay Feinberg.
Thank you so much.
Richard, take pictures. Mom, take pictures.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Chag Hanukkah Sameach, and thank you for this opportunity to speak to you for a moment. So, I have a question to ask you. How many of you would like to have the opportunity to save someone's life? How many? Come on, New York. How many of you would want to save a life? All right. Well, my name's Jay Feinberg. I am a bone marrow transplant recipient and the founder of Gift of Life. And I'm here to share just a few remarks with you. And then we're going to be introducing a bone marrow donor to the man whose life he saved. I'd like to thank Chabad and Rabbi Hecht for inviting us. And on this holiday of miracles, the greatest gift that one person can give to another is pikuach nefesh. You have it within you to save a life. And I speak from experience. 25 years ago, I was battling leukemia, and the only thing that could save my life was a bone marrow transplant. I went to Crown Heights. I met with the Rebbe, Menachem Mendel Schneerson, of blessed memory, and he told me in that meeting that I would survive and that I would come back a healthy person. With the Rebbe's blessing, I found my match, a young lady from Chicago who saved my life, and I had my transplant, and I'm here now before you, able to pay it forward. Tonight you have the opportunity to do the same. To join the registry is very simple. It just involves a very quick cheek swab. Just a cheek swab, and we're doing it right over there by the light post. So I encourage you to take 2 minutes out of your evening tonight and bring light into another person's world, someone with cancer. And with that, you're going to have the rare opportunity to meet two extraordinary people as they meet for the first time here on stage. So I'd like to invite Paul to come up and please join me. Paul came all the way from Virginia to be with us tonight. He's a courageous man, because Paul had a terrible disease of the bone marrow. He was battling cancer, and the only hope of survival was a bone marrow transplant. Paul is a physician himself, a pediatric endocrinologist, so he knows what it's all about from the medical standpoint. Thankfully, Paul found a match in the Gift of Life registry, and as you can see today, he's doing well and healthy, Baruch Hashem. Let's hear it for Paul. Paul, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the man who saved your life. Your hero is in the audience tonight. He's 27 years old. He lives very close by in Flushing. He joined the Gift of Life Registry in May 2010, right here in New York at the Salute to Israel Day Parade in Central Park. And he wants you and everyone here to know that it only took a few hours of his time to donate his blood stem cells, but that loss of time, very short period of time, gave you the gift of life. And he's very proud of that. So Paul, it gives me extraordinary pleasure, and all of us here pleasure, to introduce you to your hero, your stem cell donor. Please welcome to the stage, Ehud. Ehud, where are you? Welcome, Ehud. Ehud, please meet Paul. As you can see, the shirts that they're wearing, a life given and a life saved, and it can't be any more true. And we're going to give them an opportunity to say a few quick words to you tonight. But once again, remember that you have it within yourselves to save a life. It starts with a cheek swab that you can do here tonight, right at a table over to my right, and I encourage you to do it. Now we're going to turn the mic over to Paul to say a few quick words.
5 years ago, when I was 64, I went to donate blood and I found out I was severely anemic, and it was due to a condition called myelodysplasia, which has no easy cure but can progress to fatal leukemia. And so the only effective treatment is a stem cell transplant, and I had my first one early 2015 with my son as a donor. That transplant didn't work, but I went into remission with my own, what was left of my own bone marrow, and for 2 years I did great. And then in fall of 2017 I relapsed, and things looked very grim. And so I was fortunately approved for a donation from an unrelated donor through the Gift of Life Registry. And after extensive procedure, they found that Ehud was a perfect match for me, and we set a time for the transplant in May of 2018. Then I caught a virus and we had to reschedule it to July, but my donor was great with rescheduling his time so that his cells were flown from New York to Baltimore at Johns Hopkins in July of 2018. And once I got those cells, 2 weeks later, my bone marrow began to recover, and I've been healthy for the last year, and I've had a wonderful time enjoying my retirement from my job at Children's Hospital, and I got to spend time traveling with my wife of 49 years, Lisa, who saw me through all of 2 transplants, and I get to spend time with my grandchildren, but I'm happy to be able to finally meet my donor and to express my gratitude to all he's done, as well as to the Gift of Life program for helping to arrange these life-saving procedures.
Can I get ocean pop?
So I want to start off by thanking a couple people. First off, I want to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu for giving me this amazing opportunity to be a match, as well as to be healthy, to be able to meet a donor. This has not been my first match in a short period of time being part of the registry. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond me, the first donation did not go through. When I was given a second chance to help a person, in this case Paul here, a second chance at life, I was thrilled, which I could even say is an understatement. Which leads me to my next thank you. My dear wife, Esli, who's in the crowd over here, who's always been by my side, taking care of me, the kids, and from the second I got the call about being a possible match for someone, all the way through the nutrition shots, and the donation, and even after the donation, she's always been there for me. I'm truly gifted to have been given this opportunity. It really makes me think how such a small action can have a huge effect on other people. From the minute my donation was completed, I was constantly thinking about whether I'd be able to meet my match one day. Here we are. It's an awesome experience. So many people are unfamiliar with Gift of Life and their amazing mission. If there was no sheep swabbing event down at the Israeli Day Parade, I probably wouldn't have known about it either. And it's a really simple 5 minutes to swab. It's painless. You can really save someone's life. So finally, I want to thank the Gift of Life staff, who's been amazing. From the second they called me, all the way, even today, they're still calling me. I really feel part of their family. And I just want to thank everyone for being here to support us.
Let's give Paul and Ehud a round of applause. Come on, New Yorkers, give them some applause. Thank you all. Happy happy Hanukkah and give the gift of life and the gift of light to those in need for a second chance, and you can do that with a simple cheek swab. So thank you all, thank you Chabad, thank you Rabbi Hecht.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Happy Hanukkah to you all, and welcome
Thank you. Happy
to the largest
Hanukkah.
celebration of Hanukkah here in New York City at Grand Army Plaza, Prospect Park. The Senator mentioned before that Hanukkah we celebrate the triumph of victory over the evil, and how the few were delivered, the many were delivered into the hands of the few. But why do we celebrate Hanukkah 8 days? That would be enough for one day. And the reason for that is because it took 8 days to make the oil. And it lasted for 8 days. The Hanukkah menorah burnt. We're now going to ask Kevin, the CEO of Investors Bank, Kevin Cumming, to light the first candle of Shamash.
You guys can take a picture of that. Take some pictures, guys. Are you taking pictures? Take pictures too. Richard, you too. Take pictures too. Both of you take pictures. Both of you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mikol zav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'oso nisim rabotenu bayomim hahem lazman hazeh.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'ekianu v'kiyamanu v'gianu b'azman hazeh.
Amen.
Amen.
Chag Sameach, a happy and beautiful Hanukkah to everybody here.
Thank you.
Let's hear it for Lubavitch, the Hechts, and for Brooklyn.
My friends, an olive is a beautiful fruit, and when you squeeze it, beautiful oil comes out of it. And the lesson that we learn from the olive oil is that Jews should never be in despair. No matter how many people stand up trying to destroy us, we will prevail. Just as the olive, when it's crushed, beautiful oil comes out that illuminates the entire world. So too Jews have to keep in mind and remember that, God forbid, terrible situations that happen to us, as in Pittsburgh, in Poway, or right nearby in Jersey City, has to bring out the best of us. And those difficult times and terrible situations will make us burn brighter and shine to illuminate the entire world. So may God bless us that we continue to bring light into the world, and may our Senator continue to be our advocate to make sure that the land of Israel is safe from all its neighbors. And no matter what, even if he's only a few, he has the power to be able to stand up against the many and the powerful, because he is a Maccabee. And the Maccabees celebrate Hanukkah, and we will celebrate Hanukkah with the coming of Mashiach.
And here in America and in Eretz Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai.
Watch yourself.
Yehuda Green, take it away.